y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we have yet another TV show review, but this time we're talking about Powerbook. I think this is Powerbook, what is this, 3, 4? I think it's Powerbook 4, which is Force. Now every time I hear the name Force, I'm always thinking of like that Full Force song, Ain't My Type of Hype. When they be like, here is the type of propaganda in the land of supply of the men. You know, like I'll be thinking about the group Full Force. Anyway, I hate the name of the show, but I get it. I get why the show is called Force, because it's like Tommy's coming from New York and he's coming to Chicago and he's forcing his way into the drug game. He's forcing these previous drug crews, you know, to work with him and stuff. You know, he's forcing his way into power. I get it, and I also think they're trying to force this storyline too, but I digress. I'm just gonna go into this review and let y'all know how I'm feeling this show. So yeah, just a little recap of this latest episode. Tommy, you know, he done got himself up into some ish with the Serbs, which I can say that I have appreciated the introduction of Liliana's character into Force, because, you know, it's like a piece of the original Power, you know, series, and then you're bringing it back to, you know, you're bringing it into the current Powerbook franchise or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I had to go back and do my Googles and my research and go watch previous episodes so I could get a little background on Liliana. The way they ushered in Liliana's character was very well done. Now, one thing we know for sure, us people that we've seen, you know, previous Power, we know the Serbs don't play. We've seen Ghost and Tommy go against the Serbs before, not once but twice. So Tommy, he knows what he's dealing with, and he knows that he's going to need some manpower behind him if he's going to go after the person that's in charge right now, which is Merkovich. And he's going to need everybody. He's going to need CBI, and he's going to also need the Flynns backing him, you know, too. So yeah, he got to get Vic Flynn behind him, and also Diamond got to help him out too, you know what I'm saying? He need the black bros as well. Now Vic Flynn, beginning of the season, the Force, I was like, I don't like Vic. He seems, you know, very entitled, and he's, you know, daddy's golden boy. He's taking over the empire. I don't know if he deserved it or whatever, but that man, he got heart. He done gained my respect over, you know, the course of the season and stuff. So I'm like, okay, and he's definitely showed up and showed out for Tommy in the past. Regardless of them in this love triangle with Gloria, he's gonna make sure that he hold it down. He ain't gonna, you know, mix the personal issues that they have with their business. He about business. And then Diamond, I like how he thinks and he strategizes and, you know, tries to make decisions that are best for his organization. But at the same time, you know, he's dealing with this conflict with his brother Jenard, which, you know, I understand where Jenard coming from. Diamond was locked up for 15 years. 15 years a long time. What you mean you coming out of prison and you gonna be calling the shots and you trying to change stuff around? You been gone for 15 years, bro. Like, nah, you need to sit back. So I understand Jenard and his disdain for his brother. Just the way that he going about things and being underhanded and trying to come at his brother, you know, being indiscreet about it and stuff, underhanded, sneaky stuff. I ain't really feeling that. I was very surprised that Jenard agreed with Diamond to work with Tommy to try to attack the Serbs. But then again, it did make sense because Jenard is a numbers person, and so the numbers make sense, you know. In the split, they're getting 34%. They're getting, you know, a higher point percentage than the rest of the parties involved. So of course, you know, money making sense, you know, power and stuff like that. So that's cool. Then you got Claudia on the other side. She's trying to push this new drug that she's having. And can I just say that it is getting tired, and I hope that they don't do this no more in the show, because I'm so tired of seeing it. Every time she meets up with Tommy, they have it where she's coming down, she done spotted him out in traffic or whatever, she's cutting him off or whatever, you know, she's hopping out the car, you know, looking all sophisticated and stuff, you know, basically about to run him off the road. It's like the second or third time she done did that. Like, come on now, they can't meet no other way. There's no other way that she can get in contact secretly with Tommy versus having him pull over on the side of the road. Like, it's so tired. Like, when I seen that this episode, I was just like, I rolled my eyes. But anyway, you know, she's talking to Tommy, explaining this new drug and stuff. You know, he on the fence about it. You know, he ain't too keen on it. Then she kisses him and he gets that high, because we all know that, you know, Tommy, he likes that white girl, you know. He gets his sniffs on, so he ain't opposed to trying a new product. She gave him a high he ain't never felt before. He said, oh yeah, you know, got him hooked. Then he goes to Liliana. He's trying to get her to break it down, you know, step on it, try to see what's in it. Because he, of course, I mean, who wouldn't be trying to figure out what it's composed of so you can make it yourself and you won't have to deal with her, you know, cut out the middleman. I understand that. Liliana can't find out what's making up the drug and everything. She's telling him she gonna need some more. She gonna need him to actually go back to Claudia, figure out if he can get some more, and, you know, just go from there. Claudia, on the other hand, she's dealing with Mai. And my thing is, Mai, I'm looking at, why are you disrespecting Claudia like that? You know, she come from a drug family and all this sort of stuff. Understand you trying to make business moves and you trying to make sure that you working with the best Flynn. But do you think that it's the best decision for you to be getting an attitude with this drug kingpin's daughter, get snappy with her, try to force her to do things and speed her up? Who you talking to like that? Who you talking to? So when she was getting snappy with Claudia, especially this episode, I said, oh, you know, there was a little bit of foreshadowing. So, like, later on in the episode, when Claudia iced her out with that ice pick, I already knew what was going on. Plus, I thought it was kind of weird anyway, how they had Claudia fixing her drink. In order for her to fix her drink, she was chipping with the ice pick to chip, you know, off the block of the ice to put the ice in the glass. I was like, they have all types of ice now. You have crushed ice, you have cubed ice. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the hell she's chipping at the freaking ice block to get off a piece of ice to put in her drink? That don't make sense. Like, of course there's gonna be a murder weapon later on in the episode. Vic Flynn still set on Gloria is his soulmate. They got this whole Romeo Juliet West Side Story type of romantic love story where it's like a forbidden love. The black girl in love with the white boy with racist with the racist father. They still want to run off and get married and have babies. He still want to, you know, have that love story with her, even though he know that Tommy been breaking her back out. He been busting her down. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Vic a real one. You know what I'm saying? You know that your drug homie over here been sliding up in that thing, but you like, yeah, I still love you, Gloria. Look, I done bought all this land for you, baby. I know she was probably surprised too. Like, dang, okay, Vic. You know what I'm saying? You know. So he just showed her the land. And then you got his uncle out there, Uncle Paulie, being a whole creepazoid, being a spy, taking pictures. He done freaking gave the pictures to Papa Flynn, showing him that, yeah, Vic's still messing with that darky. You know what I'm saying? He's still messing with that black woman. And, you know, I'm so tired of Papa Flynn. I can't wait till he die. I hope he die this season. I'm so tired of him. All that coughing and stuff that he going through. I can't wait for him to die. His little racist self up there. He done showed up to Gloria's bar. He like, you know what? Enough with the threats. I don't need nobody to carry this threat. I'm going to show up in person. I'm going to tell her for sure. You ain't going to be giving birth to none of my grandkids, kissing my grandkids, putting them to sleep at night. Like, you know, in order for you to be done with our debt, you going to have to leave my son alone. Leave him alone. I'm like, oh, no, he didn't. The whole time he coughing and stuff. I'm like, oh, he got the COVID, don't he? With the COVID cough. I'm there hacking in that girl's face. I said, you back up. They got the feds watching with the little stakeout, and they, you know, they done zeroed in on Uncle Paulie. He gonna be their target. Speaking of feds, poor Diamond, you know, he gets hemmed up by the little crooked police officer that was at his barbershop earlier in the season. He puts him in the back of the paddy wagon, and he's talking to him and stuff, you know, basically saying, I know what you did last summer. Let me stop. But like basically saying, I know what you did about 15 years ago. You sold some bad drugs on the street. You had people OD and stuff, and he asking him, do you know such and such? And Diamond like, no, I don't know that woman. Like, why the hell would he know some random ass chick that he sold some drugs, bad drugs to? Like, she's just a random crackhead on the street. Why would he know who that lady's name? Why would that name ring a bell, sir? But anyway, he's basically telling dude, and we can basically infer, put two and two together, that this girl that got the bad drugs is related to the crooked cop. And so Diamond, you know, he's been reformed and stuff. He found religion in prison. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? He's a changed man. And he's like, you know, all of us, we did bad things in, you know, the past and stuff. He's like, you know, you can't fault me for that. I'm a changed man. Like, how would you like it if I told people that you was working with Victor Flynn or whatever? You know, they don't like dirty cops up in the prison. You know what they gonna do to him when he gets up in the joint, you know? And so now the bad cop is like, how you know that? You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this will make him get off Diamond's back. You know, back up, bro. Back up. It's like Avengers Unite. We got CBI. We got the Flynns and all of them and Tommy. They band together. They're going to go together. They're going to take out the Serbs. Because they know that the Serbs, they only go together in packs of 6. So they're going to go to each place where they know that they at. And they just going to take them out, you know, one by one. Which to me, the plan didn't look like, to me, I don't never remember Tommy being a good planner. I think that Ghost was always the brains. Tommy was the muscle. So I was like, they were relying on Tommy to put a damn plan together. This shit gonna go awry. And of course we see it did go awry. But anyways, and then on top of that, Tommy done left Liliana up in his penthouse, old firehouse, wherever the hell he live at. He done left Liliana there. He done told her not to test the product and just to try to keep breaking it down and see what it's made up of. Okay, you know that Liliana don't like that white girl. She like it just like you do. You know she gonna snort it up her nose. She done snorted that thing, done went out the dang in the street, done got captured by the Serbs. They up there breaking her fingers off and stuff, but she a real one. She ain't telling them where Tommy at. She ain't rolling or whatever, you know. Even though Tommy earlier, he kept trying to give her out. He was like, you know, this life ain't for you, girl. You need to go ahead, you know, go to another state, change your name and everything. And she's like, nah, I live by the streets, I die by the streets. You know what I'm saying? You know, and to be fair, if she was a man, would he be trying to get her to run away and protect her from the Serbs? No, but you know, he's sexist, so of course he's like, you know, this ain't for a woman and stuff. But you know, she held it down. She's stronger than some men, you know what I'm saying? Like what Jay-Z say, my baby mama harder than a lot of you. Liliana harder than a lot of you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, just like I said, it start going awry. They popping the Serbs and stuff. Headshots. We saw so many headshots. So it was like the headshots didn't even look realistic. But anyway, they was popping them in the heads and stuff. And then Simon ended up getting popped. You know, that was Vic's number 2 man. And then Elijah get popped. Elijah's Jenard's number 2 man. I said, damn. Everybody's number 2 man getting hit up in this episode. Because we see Liliana getting tortured. She's Tommy's number 2. Then we see freaking Simon get off. He's Vic's number 2. And then Elijah, which is Jenard's number 2. Jenard probably didn't even 100% even want to do this whole mission, and then he gets his friend popped. Can you imagine? It's just, you know, stressful. And then before that, Tommy was working with Claudia. Tommy ends up having to do like a side mission by swiping the drugs, because Mai was tripping, so he had to make it seem like, you know, the truck that was carrying the drugs from Mai, like it had got robbed, so he had to end up doing the little side mission. It's just a whole mess, child. And then afterwards, Tommy finds out that the Serbs, you know, they got Liliana, because he's trying to figure out where Merkovich at. He calls him and he's like, yeah, I got Liliana. And so Tommy looking at them like, okay, we gotta go save Liliana. They're like, we ain't signed up for that. You know, the Flynns and CBI, they said, no, we did what we were supposed to do. Which, you know, granted, they did. You know what I'm saying? They signed up for their folks to get popped like this. Then Tommy showed up like a one-man band to try to, you know, rescue Liliana and everything, trade her for himself and stuff. Then that ends up being a drive-by. I said, who is this? Pop, 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 pop. And then Liliana gets hit, but the bullet goes through her and she ends up surviving or whatever. And later on, we find out that it was Jenard. So I'm just wondering, was Jenard trying to actually help Tommy? Because, you know, the episode prior, we saw that Jenard and Liliana, you know, they had a little interaction because they knew each other previously, and he licked her scar. So I don't know if he really liked her or how, you know, that goes. If he did that as like a diversion to try to help save her, or if he was really aiming for Tommy to kill him because Elijah was killed, and it was like some type of retribution or whatever, some type of payback. I guess we'll find out later. But yeah, also in the episode, Claudia finally murked Maude, because we knew that was going to end up happening and stuff. And Claudia even tried to go to Gloria and try to tell her, you know, to leave her brother alone, try to give her some money and stuff, because, you know, Vic went off once he found out that his daddy went up and was pressuring Gloria and stuff and threatening Gloria. He went off. He was like, who you think I'm gonna choose or whatever. Which, you know, maybe Vic could be the one to pop his papa, which, you know, that would be great. I would love to see him pop papa, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and we all know that Gloria is really thinking about it. You think she gonna take the money? She may tear up the check or whatever. I guess that's something that we'll have to see. Also, they showed a clip in this episode of when JP, he was going back looking at old like home videos, and showed a video of like Kate, and I think it was him back in the day, and in the background he could see like Tommy as a child walking by, and it's like he seems like he is still stuck in the past, which I get, because he didn't grow up with the mother. And so I think maybe we can look forward to maybe JP reaching out to Kate. We might see an appearance from Kate Egan, you know, during this season. What y'all think? I don't think his brother Tommy gonna be happy about that. That's gonna be a little source of contention between the brothers. But yeah, overall, I just really feel like, and I'm going to give y'all my honest opinion, and don't be getting down in the comments getting spicy, because I know how y'all like to tussle, especially over, you know, Power and stuff, because I know how y'all love this franchise. But something is off with this spinoff, with the fourth spinoff. Something is missing to me. And I was looking at other people's comments and reactions and stuff on the series, and people were saying that they don't think that Tommy is like main character material, and I don't necessarily think that it's true. I don't think that's it. I don't think that Tommy's not main character material. I think he really is. I enjoy seeing his character on screen, and, you know, the energy and everything that he brings, the brutality. I enjoy it all, but something is missing. I don't know what it is. And, you know, I'm just watching this show, honestly, because it fills the time slot of when, you know, the previous Power spinoffs, it feels their previous spinoffs. But, you know, I can't say that I'm excited or that I'm enjoying it. It is what it is. But, you know, the part that I can appreciate about it is how it does tie into the original Power, and how it's brought old characters back into like the new spinoff, and you have to go back sometimes and think about it, because, you know, the original Power, it premiered years ago, so some of these people I done damn forgot about. Like, I forgot all about Liliana and that ugly scar on her face. I had to go back and I had to look, and I said, oh yeah, you know, I damn sure remember the girl in the pink shoes and stuff. So yeah, I was like, okay, that rang bells. But yeah, y'all drop down in the comment section and let me know y'all thoughts on the latest episode, and whether or not y'all have been, you know, enjoying this spinoff. Don't forget to like the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I make an upload. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.